Highness. That's an order.
Protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Donations? Very funny. You can make a donation to the refugees, or you can leave. Let's see what you've got. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated. Got something else to donate, have ya? You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not? In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. Not unless you want to make a donation.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
The outlanders.
Let's get in and out. What do we have here?
Grown-ups look at me sideways.
Carefully now.
But I'm not a thief, am I? Wish I could ask Mole.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
You've had worse ideas, Mercon. A lot worse.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items. Even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes. Nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I.
Take down troublemakers. So don't make trouble.
You can't catch me! You can't catch me!
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Too slow, slowpoke!
Criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Peer inside the lantern to find the pixie has vanished without a trace.
Oh, it's making me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Us, not these intruders.
Farmers, Chris. What are we going to do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need lasers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cup.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
Good luck. I've been saying that for the past decade.
Look, if I don't remain vigilant, something could happen to poor Biscotti. I'd never forgive myself.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength. I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed. Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
The The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Gin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
At least we got biscotti out that burning barn.
Look at that! Finest pie fruit could have made.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us. Starving folk tend not to.
I checked. It's the Sword Course couriers or nothing. Can you believe they able to stop them?
Decent enough folk.
I think that's what they call the police.
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
That can happen is one of those.
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Course couriers. Their service is appalling. Send them to serve, they say.
You should do
well,
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Said you do whatever it takes.
Stay out there.
It's run or sit on my arse praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Do it.
What do you remember?
Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that rye bread recipe I gave you?
Really? The course is on our doorstep, and you don't want to talk about bread.
Mummy?
That's what they call the police.
What's the worst that can happen if you get caught is it?
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby.
Send them to serve, they say.
The Absolute Army will be here any day now.
Cannot believe it.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late. Packed bags for myself and the kids.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
A few days in a jail cell.
Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that rye bread recipe again?
I'm fine.
Won't help us. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people, holy people. We loved Father Logan.
Can I please have some food? Oh, sorry. I thought you were a priest.
If you're looking for Il Martyr's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else.
Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mercy.
Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They're hurting. We had nothing to do.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
The Crying One weeps today. Our Father Logan is dead. Murdered. The best of us. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
All suffering by allowing his faith to suffer the most.
You're wrong about Father Logan's killer.
Enough, Yanis. I don't teach you how to pray, so don't teach me how to investigate.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Logan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Logan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Logan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know? Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought. Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too.
What's that?
That's curious.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Watch your back. Hardly a challenge.
No one stopped me yet.
crypt. This must be where Shira Clarwen is buried.
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas.
Here lies Raloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmater's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
Try as you might, you can't intuit the price of bearing the monk's madness.
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say? Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
things easy these days.
The dance macabre.
Eternally cast then my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR.
Why does Dolor include fun schemes?
Let's see what you're hiding. Best think ahead, or I'm lost.
A better position. The blade will not bend. Fleet of foot.
I got this. Count on me.
choice but to keep going. Breathe deep and move.
Let's turn someone inside out. On my way. Well, someone fancies themselves an artist. Let's go.
Let's go. Aye, aye.
Another fight. Let's go. With haste.
Inveniam via.
Making my move. This feels good.
It was a shapeshifter.
What a day. What I wouldn't give for a good rest about now.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
Let's get going.
something over there.
So much blood. Must be where Father Lorgan was slaughtered. Looking ahead.
Looks empty.
Care for a dip, Will?
It would be my pleasure, Karlak. Once the Absolute's been crushed for good.
Heroics don't leave half enough time for messing. What's that?
That over there.
Something's off here, but I'm not sure what. Out of sight, out of mind.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. Two days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
Huh? You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbrun. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? No. The stone, it wouldn't... Something is hurting it. Everything is going to crumble and fall away. We'll be dust. I want to go home.
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You're here. Good luck. This damn city's more treacherous than the Underdark.
Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrun is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. I am. I knew him rash, but this is unspeakable. Speak to him. Help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
What's on your mind?
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think? That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Look for refugees travelling along.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
No! Bits and bobs from Dampalon's dancing sneak into the circus. We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the ginny, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us. Do you want to see the dryad?
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
For the boat in, mate. We might trek all the way there and hear the same. No refugees. Tried. Might as well starve here as starve there. People will help. Bet you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Those thugs works for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like. Can I help you? Oh, bloody ribs. Sorry, mate. Had a run-in with a mugger. If you need something, ask the missus.
Don't wander around Rivington alone, all right? My husband did and got mugged and beaten for his trouble. What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle.
Instead of complaining, we do it about something else. Why if we get in trouble? We won't.
What if we get caught? This situation.
The circus, not the counting house.
He never travels without his friends.
Let's go. Chance. Your mother will kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Pillows.
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors.
My dad said I'm not allowed.
The steel ward wanted to stop them. Nothing to do with his dad. I swear it.
You all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took the meeting.
We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelnane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly.
Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
The temple of exactly this.
Always good to talk, my friend.
All suffering by allowing his faithful to suffer the most?
Times may be hard, but the God on the rack asks that we endure. For him.
If you're looking for a handout, try elsewhere. We're focusing on our own now.
To decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
Why not? We are his adherents. Who would know if not us?
To claim to know the Lord's will is blasphemy. We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
What do we have here?
I've nothing again.
I just want a little look.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. Reckon so. There's something off about you anyway. Might be brain rot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. What do you want to know? Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
My hand slipped.
Belfry. Bell ringers only past this point. kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to common areas. Food will be served at mealtimes.
Don't mind if I do.
How goes the search? Valeria never found the murder weapon. That would be definitive proof that they missed something. Logan's in the room behind us with Sister Rose. Brilgo's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories. That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgo's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Keep your distance, darling. Easy.
All right, what now?
Mikkel Hornkiss gave all to the lepers, fell to the malady himself. He is a beacon to us all. Unknown child and her dog, who stood watch over her grave. May they be reunited in Ilmater's grace. Alvin Muffle Fieldwick gave his fortune to the poor, died in the arms of friends. He will be missed. Millie Runbarrel, killed by the cult of the Absolute. May our martyred father shelter her. B. Gardenson gave her life protecting fellow refugees. May the one who endures shelter her. Narlo Essie, grief and illness laid ruin, yet her heart held only compassion. The broken God be with her. Brilgor fell to anger and rage, taking Father Lorgan with him. May Ilmater forgive him. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Pierced. Once. Paralyzed. Tunnels beneath temple, hidden from sight. Father Lorgan helping me. Dwarf, red clothes, stranger. Fists
after me. Needed to hide.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Can't give up now.
How goes the search?
It is not for us to decide who deserves Ilmater's grace. Why not? I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed.
They've had nothing but scraps.
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
You work for the guild. Give them a help. Find pieces of your body will be washing up into their arms.
We loved Father Logan as you did.
Nothing more against Father Logan. I've nothing against Father Logan.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hiding Brilgor from fists. Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will. Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool, fool. Dwarf, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
for us to decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
I've nothing against Father Lorgan. Ilmater rest his soul.
Looking ahead.
But his method...
Washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow. There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers. You promised...
Softer than a whisper. I've got a long road ahead.
I've packed the bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
They take your role, but they need your wrist intact.
I know, sweetie. We'll be safe in the wild.
I tried. Never thought I'd feel so. You're such a scaredy cat.
I'm fine.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right?
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. You said you'd do what...
Can't talk just now, sorry.
Let me have a little peace and quiet, won't you?
No one stopped me yet. it is. Nice.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. I sense you are underdeveloped. Bring me a brain and I will help you augment yourself. I shall be here, waiting for your return.
Curtail your sympathy. We wish to destroy the Elder Brain, not nourish its thoughts.
Gods, you're beautiful.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
What will happen to them if we attack? I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
So few of us look at them.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly
I'll
broken.
destroy every last bloodsucker. I swear it.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing? Just wait for the next wave?
We let emotion cloud our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cool heads. Should we fortify?
If you have business to conclude before we march, have it done. The road to Baldur's Gate is long, and the city needs us.
What's on your mind?
Keeping very well, I hope? I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then, and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much. Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life. But please don't.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Yes! We can play Won a Cup.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Soldier?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
But please, don't look at me.
Queen Vlakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlak, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
If you have business to conclude, the road to Baldur's Gate is long, and the city needs us.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgen in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinazin. The air grows ever warmer, the hum of life within it louder. It may yet hatch, though not soon by my estimation. Give it to me. Perhaps it will fare better under my care. Only if you want me to roast you over a campfire, using my blade as a spit. But it is true that I feel some manner of responsibility for this unhatched whelp. After we free Orpheus, we can revisit the matter. If the egg hatches beforehand... We will shield it from the Lich Queen's zealots. Whatever may come, I will not let Vlaakith poison the fledgling with lies. A camp once visited by a scheming devil is no safe haven for the unhatched. It has afforded us as much disquiet as it has rest. Leave the egg with me. There's no need for further discussion. Thank you. I know it is a mere egg. It may never hatch. If it does, it might beget a failure. But it might also beget a fighter. And I intend to give it the chance.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress.
It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.